Hello friends, schoolsteps.in welcomes you again. In this tutorial, we'll learn how to change the time on our watch face when user changes the time zone. Open Android Studio and open the project My Watch Faces. Open analog watch face service.java of Wear module. To work with the time zone, the first thing that we need to do is to create the object of the broadcast receiver. So just after the method onVisibilityChanged, we need to create this object. So we need to say final broadcast receiver time zone receiver is equal to new broadcast receiver. Press enter and it will override the method onReceive. Now inside this method, what we need to do is we need to say mtime dot clear, and in the parameter we need to pass intent. Intent we are getting from here dot get string extra, and we need to pass time hyphen zone. The second thing that we need to do is we need to say mtime dot set to now, and we need to place one semicolon right here. Now next we need to declare one boolean variable, and the default value is false. The name of the variable is registered time zone receiver. Now after that we need to create two methods. One is the register receiver, second one is the unregister receiver. Let's create the first one. So inside this method we need to say if registered time zone receiver, then return. Outside the if condition we need to say registered time zone receiver is equal to true. Next we need to say intent filter is equal to new intent filter, and in the parameter we need to pass intent dot action time zone changed. Next we need to say analog watch face service, which is the name of our class, dot this dot register receiver, and in the parameter we need to pass time zone receiver comma filter. Here time zone receiver is referring to the object of broadcast receiver, and the filter is referring to the intent filter, which is right here. Next we need to create the method unregister receiver. Inside this method we need to say if not registered time zone receiver, then return. Outside the if condition we need to say registered time zone receiver is equal to false. Next we need to say analog watch face service dot this dot unregister receiver, and in the parameter we need to pass time zone receiver, which is the object of the broadcast receiver. Next we need to work on the onVisibilityChanged method. So right here just above the update timer method we need to say if visible. Visible we are getting from here, then register receiver. This one is the method which we have just created. Next we need to say mtime dot clear, and in the parameter we need to say time zone dot get default dot get id. Next we need to say mtime dot set to now. Now we need to write one else condition. So in the else, all we need to do is we need to call the unregister receiver method. This is the method created by us right here. That is it. Let's run our program now. Here is the output. On the screen you can see the cell phone device, and in the background you can see the emulator running. Cell phone device is connected to the emulator. Let me show it to you. Let me open the Android Wear application. And on the screen you can see that my cell phone is connected to the emulator. Now next we need to change the time zone of the cell phone. So we need to click on settings. We need to look for the date and time, which is right here. Click on date and time. And now we need to uncheck the automatic time zone. This will enable the select time zone. Click on select time zone. Let's choose any other time zone. Let's choose Bangkok. The moment we choose Bangkok, it will change the time on the cell phone as well as on the emulator. You can see that on the emulator now it is showing 4:10. Now let's change the time zone back to the automatic time zone. The moment we do it, it will again change the time on the emulator. That is it. Friends, with this we are done with the VR faces. You can use the mobile module to make a companion application where you can define the settings of the watch face. For example, you can allow user to change the background image or color of clock's hands using the companion application. As of now, we are not planning to cover companion application in this series, though we may add it later. Friends, with this I take your leave. Thank you so much. Please like our page on facebook.com/letsandroid. If you have any query, do write us at info@schoolsteps.in or schoolstepsin@gmail.com. Thank you.